Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here with a not a hot take, but a screenwriter's rant on Cheerleader Abduction. Cheerleader Abduction, Joan. Oh, I'm sorry, I removed that. There, you can go back to sleep. It's a bit on the nose for a title. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing, etc., etc. Check out my books and links in the description. Also, follow me on Bumble and BitChute. I don't know how long they're going to put up with me on YouTube. So this is a weird trailer. It's a bit on the nose, and I'm not super sold on this cast. They don't. I mean, I like when they cast people who aren't totally looking like actors. I do like that, because it gives the movie a more realistic effect. So these guys, to me, I don't recognize any of them. So they don't have that actor look to them. Like some actors, they just look too slick. They're just way too slick. You know, they're just too perfect. And these look like real people, and I like that. So the premise of the movie is her mom is running for governor, and she's a cheerleader who realizes that she's pregnant. She's like at a thing, and she takes a test, and she realizes she's pregnant, and she doesn't want to upset her mom. She doesn't know what she's gonna do. I guess that's the boyfriend or the dad. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the dad. Yeah. And then she runs into this lady who offers to help her, and she seems like a counselor. And at first I thought, oh, so this is going to be one of those movies where Hollywood tells you it's cool to get an abortion or whatever. But no, it had a twist. The twist is she's a maniac, and she's planning on kidnapping her, and I think to take her baby. I don't know if for her or if she's going to sell the baby. I think she's probably going to sell it. So that's an interesting twist. I like that. So I knew it had to do something extreme because it said thriller. I mean, it would have been pretty boring if it was an after-school special about a kid trying to figure out if she should get an abortion. But yeah, so about halfway through the trailer, you get the big transition where, she becomes more and more sort of bossy. Her name's Pam, and she keeps calling her. And her friend's trying to help her, but she's ignoring her friend, and her mom's super busy with the campaign. And then she goes from like, well, you sure you want to do this, to you can't tell your mom. And that's the sign right there. So they then the mom starts investigating, and she's not getting any answers. I guess that's the dad. I guess it's a dad. He's a little young for the role, I guess. That's why I confused him. But she is definitely manipulating her, I guess, to get this baby. And then the governor, I guess she is the governor already. That looks like the governor's office. She's distracted, and her campaign manager saying, you got to stay focused. This is kind of like an all-women movie. It's like all women. It's like you got the daughter, you got the mother, you got the bad guy or bad girl, and so then at some point, and they show you right in the trailer, she signs her out of school posing as the mom, then drugs her, and she wakes up in a hotel somewhere. See, now she's evil. And she's trying to escape. She's trying to call her mom's trying to find her, and then the trailer just keeps going. It's like, okay, the mom finds her. Like, you probably shouldn't be showing this part of the movie in the trailer. We should probably be hinting at what's going to happen next, or show a shot of her running around. Have you seen my daughter? Playing detective or something. And then she gets into a fight, and then I'm thinking, okay, end it there. Then you see her, the psycho girl wins, throws her in a car. But then the mother comes out, and the end shot is her beating her. And then they give away the big tagline, which is, don't you touch my daughter, or something like that. It's like, you've shown me the whole movie. I don't need to see this movie now. You've given a whole story away. I mean, I guess there could be a twist. I guess she could get in a car trying to drive her daughter home or whatever, and then the psycho woman gets up and then, I don't know, kills them both. I guess. I think that would be too much of a twist. And And the title is just right on there. It's right on the nose. This is Cheerleader Abduction. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see a cheerleader get abducted. That's happening. And it's like, okay, it's a little bit too much. It's just too much of itself. There she said, stay away from my daughter. Kristen Harris. I don't know any of these people. Yeah, and there's no credits on this one. So I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. I don't know. I'm coming right now. Fish. No one messes with my daughter. I get that was the caption. I guess it messed up. So, I mean, it looked competently produced, but I think you gave away the whole movie in the trailer. You know, even if and this is, granted, it's not really my kind of movie. I mean, there's a little bit of action to it, but, you know, it didn't, you gave away too much. Gave away too much. And, I liked the casting. I really did, because I felt like the cheerleader girl was a girl that could be, she really looked like a girl that she could be talked into things. Like, not like some, Hayden, what was her name? Hayden, what's her face? From Heroes. Like, yeah, she was like the Hollywood version of a cheerleader. And she was so headstrong, like, if she was in this role, I'd be like, oh, you're not going to talk Hayden into the car. She'd be like, get away from me. But this girl, I felt like, yeah, she really sold me on, like, the, teenager who doesn't know, she just doesn't know what to do. But that being said, since she's the main character, that energy doesn't drive the movie. So you need something else driving the movie. And I guess that would have to come from the mother character. And this trailer probably should have focused more on her. And maybe the movie should have focused more on her. Because, granted, like, there's drama in a young girl trying to figure out what she's going to do with her baby. But, and then you focus on the title, Cheerleader Abduction. It feels like it should be a movie about cops chasing down a kidnapper, right? And there's not even cops in this movie that I see. So, the mother chasing her down and saving her, that's interesting. But I would have liked to have seen, in the trailer, a little bit of that legwork. Like, I don't care about my campaign, I have to save my daughter. Like that kind of, and I'm sure that's in there. But it should be in the trailer. Because that, to me, is an emotional, punch in the face that people would need. Rather than showing me the final fight. Don't show me the final fight. You want to hint at that. You want to hint like, oh my God, I can't find her. Cheerleader abduction. Like that way. So it's like, ooh, we don't know. We kind of know, but we don't know for sure. I know for sure she is saved now. 100%. Well, I'll say 99.9%. Okay? There's a tiny chance that psycho gets up and kills them. Kills them both. But I doubt it. I doubt it. What are you doing here? This is a terrible cut in my view. Terrible cut of an otherwise competently produced movie. And it's not blowing the doors off the place, but it could. A little bit. And you definitely need a different title. Cheerleader Abduction, it's not a good title. That to me was a title back in the 70s where they would try to make something like this a little too sexy, and there'd be like 3 cheerleaders and they'd be super hot and they're a little too old to be high school. So I'd want to see something like, title-wise, I'm big on titles, as you all know. What could you call it? You maybe want to focus on the villain. So, get rid of cheerleader. Say abduction at midnight. Something like that, right? That's kind of a thrillery type title. The daughter's abduction. Daughter abduction. Rated R. Like something like that would lend itself to what the movie really is. Cheerleader Abduction, sort of like halfway between this is a serious movie and halfway between something I'm gonna watching a motel room by myself. So, yeah, I think maybe just recut the trailer, take this one down, I say, and definitely take the ending off, because I know the 3 acts of this one. First act, she's a cheerleader, doing her cheerleader thing. End of the first act, oh God, I'm pregnant. Second act, she meets this mysterious woman, thinks it's going to help her. She's going to help her, and then boom, turns out she's a weirdo. And slowly she pulls the cheerleader away from the mom. Third act, she's kidnapped, and the mom has to save her. The end. And we see it. And that, in my view, is the problem with that trailer.